and welcome back to another episode of ZuberTuber. So today I'm going to be making a healthier version of Cheesecake Factory's fried mac and cheese balls. I'm so excited. Not to sound cheesy, but it's going to be very Gouda for you. So step one is I need to cook my noodles. So I've already started a pot of boiling water. I'm going to add a lot of salt. Okay, so adding salt to the water now allows the water to kind of flavor the noodles a little bit. And then I'm going to be using organic brown rice pasta. It's organic, it's a better option. The only ingredients in it are gonna be organic brown rice and water. So we've got our water to a nice boil. It's already flavored a little bit. So we're gonna add our pasta. Okay, so I just gave the pasta a little bit of a stir. It said to cook for 14 to 15 minutes, but because I'm gonna be cooking this multiple times, I want it to be nice and al dente, so I'm actually gonna cook it for about 12 and a half minutes. So this is actually one of the cheeses I've been using for a long time at home with all of my cooking. So it's a dairy-free mozzarella style cheese out of almond milk, and they sell it at Trader Joe's, so I highly recommend trying that. And I have not used this one before, but I just got it at Whole Foods. I was looking for a sharp cheddar. This one was like almost out, and the ingredients look good, so I'm looking forward to that. And then we also have a plant-based Parmesan, because when you're using non-dairy cheeses, you want to still have something that has a little bit of a bite to it. Because for me, what my favorite thing about mac and cheese is like the bite of a sharp cheddar or a bite of a Parmesan. Some people like Gouda or Jack cheese, but these are the cheeses I would be using if I was using dairy, but the non-dairy version. So I have about 7 minutes left on my pasta, so I want to get this sauce going. I like to start off my sauce with a dairy-free butter. This is a new one that I've been trying, and it's actually really good. It tastes just like normal butter. So I'm gonna scoop about a tablespoon into the pot and kind of melt that down a little bit. Just make sure the pan's not too hot because you don't want it to brown. Honestly, we love butter, so let's put a little bit more. Next, I'm going to add some almond milk. I used unsweetened original, so that way there isn't any vanilla flavor or anything like that in your mac and cheese, because that's not gonna be good. Just make sure it's on low heat, just a little bit of milk, enough to kind of degrease the pan. Now I'm gonna start adding my cheeses. There isn't like an exact measurement that I'm going for, but I would say about a cup of each cheese just to start off and see kind of the consistency you're going for. Now I'm putting in the infamous Trader Joe's mozzarella shredded cheese. Again, probably about like a cup. Honestly, just use the whole thing. Then I'm gonna give it a little bit of a stir. As you can see, the cheese is starting to like break down a little bit. Now I'm going to add my plant-based Parmesan. Honestly, we love good Parmesan. And anybody who hates against, you know, non-dairy cheeses, look at that. I'm not mad at it at all. This cheese looks really good. Okay, so I think it could use a little bit more milk, so I'm gonna add a little bit more so it doesn't thicken up too much. And now, the number one step that a lot of people don't do, season your food. So we're gonna come in, give it a nice little whisk, garlic salt. That's not open. You better have this up in your house, otherwise you're not doing it right. Awesome. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit of onion powder. I added a little bit more of the cheddar because that orange color in the mac and cheese is honestly what gets me going. It's my favorite. Now, honestly, I just wing it. Just trust yourself. You got this. Be the boss bitch that you are. Now, I'm gonna add some smoked paprika because you wanna have some color in your food, let's be honest. All right, and our pasta is gonna be done in 3, 2, 1. Be careful with the hot water, otherwise you'll end up with the hand that I have right now. She is hot. Okay, so because this is for health, also I use turmeric in like everything that I cook because of the health benefits with it. It helps a lot with inflammation, which can be like whether your skin or say you have like a stomach ache or you're not really feeling well, it helps with your gut as well. And the only way to activate the turmeric is with black pepper. So you have to use both in the same recipe, otherwise the turmeric doesn't work. Not a lot of people know that. Zuber tips with Zuber Tuber. It's gonna add some nice color, so just do a little bit. That might have been a lot, but it's gonna add nice color. And a lot of people that don't use like vegan cheeses, but use like butternut squash or nutritional yeast, will put turmeric in their vegan mac and cheeses because it makes it look more like mac and cheese. Awesome, look at this cheese sauce, you guys. Who is she? Talk about health. Carefully pour your al dente, gluten-free, organic noodles into your delicious sauce because you are a saucy bitch. That's right, girl. Oh wow, these ones are a little crusty dusty, but we love them. We love every noodle. We don't judge here, not in Indigo's kitchen. Gently fold your sauce into your noodles. Be nice to them, just like you're being nice to your body with this healthy meal. You guys, it smells thebomb.com in here right now. Right, babe?
Sure does.
Okay, it doesn't entirely need it, but honestly, if you don't add more butter, who are you? So we need to add a little bit more butter to this so it's extra flavorful, and then make sure all your colors are right because you eat with your eyes. And then a hack to turn your regular schmegular mac and cheese into some bougie mac and cheese is just with some freshly cracked black pepper. I did this for my girlfriend and she like loved it, so it's good. Now come in and look at that, and she looks professional. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of this Parmesan because I just love Parmesan. And we're gonna save a little bit for the topping after we're done frying it. But for now, I need to put it into this baking pan. All we're gonna do is freeze the mac and cheese for about 2 hours so we can scoop it up into the balls. Oh my God, you need to be so strong. Well, that's my workout for the day. Just evenly line the pan. If I was to bake it, I would put Parmesan on top, so I take it back. I'm not putting more Parmesan on top. Alrighty. So now I'm just gonna put this in the freezer for about 2 hours, and then I will see you guys then. On a more serious note, I did want to pop in and say the reason why I eat this way in the first place. So I've been allergic to gluten for about like 13 years now, and I've done every diet trend in the book, including like low carb, keto, paleo, pescatarian, vegan, everything. And now I just kind of listen to my body, eat what makes me feel the best. If you care about your body and just give it what it likes and what it needs and the best things that it thrives off of. And for me, that was dairy-free and gluten-free. If you're considering it, I would consider cutting it out. I mean, there's a lot of health benefits that come with getting rid of dairy. Also, just gluten sensitivity. Just care about what you're putting in your body, pretty much. Okay guys, so I put my mac and cheese in the freezer for about 2 hours and I brought it back out. I went ahead and cut it up into about 2 inches by 1.5 inches square. And then I'm going to take the butter and kind of mold them into balls. After I do that, I'm going to top them with a nut flour blend. Because we're going for health, I wanted to get something that was gluten-free, also full of omegas and lots of nutrients, and also high in protein. So the only ingredients that are gonna be in this are the ingredients below. Basically just nuts, that's like the only, just nuts.
Hey Travis, what do you think about all these nuts on the wall?
It's nuts.
So I have that right here. Then over here I have my Ian's gluten-free panko breadcrumb mix. It's pretty much the only panko breadcrumb mix that I know of. And to spice it up a little bit, I'm going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning just to the breadcrumb mix. Just a little bit of that. So I didn't have any gloves because they're all in my car because coronavirus. So I'm going to be using Ziploc bags to mold the mac and cheese into balls. So if you can see here, this is kind of the size that I cut them up into. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of the butter and then I'm going to mold it into a ball. Honestly, as best as you can. We're not all pottery makers here. So after I cut them up and rolled them in balls, I went ahead and put them in the freezer one more time because I just want them to hold together in their shape as I'm frying them. Okay, so we're going to dip it in the flour. Obviously wash your hands before. And then we're going to dip it in the egg. And then we're going to dip it in the panko. And then put it back in the egg. And back in the panko. So you want it to be nice and breaded. And then we've got about 45 to go. They're a little messy, but so I'm gonna put one of these into the hot oil. And we'll see how this goes. Okay, so right now we have about 1 minute until it's about the 6-minute mark. As you can tell, it's getting a little bubbly and they're starting to crisp up. So I would say in about 1 minute, they should be good to go. Ooh, look how good they look. They're nice and crispy on the outside. Like, come on. Okay, so we've got these guys ready to go in. We got these ones in their process. And then, this is them at the end. And I'm gonna get started on like a vodka sauce. That's what I'm thinking, minus the vodka. I'm just gonna do a little bit of marinara sauce and some unsweetened almond milk to kind of make it nice and creamy for dipping. Okay, you guys, so on a low heat, I'm going to combine some extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of garlic. Mix it frequently because you don't want the garlic to like burn it off. Okay, I'm going to let this get to a little bit of a boil and I'm going to add my organic marinara pasta sauce with no added sugars. That's the most important thing to look for when you are shopping for like healthier ingredients and stuff. So this is gonna be our dipping sauce. I want it nice and thick. So these are the seasonings that I'm going to be adding. First, I'm going to add garlic salt. Next, Next, I'm going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning. You can tell it's kind of creamy. I added just a little bit of almond milk. Now I'm going to add some red chili pepper because everything needs a little bit of spice every now and again. And freshly cracked pepper. I'm not going to show this part, but just a dash. Alright guys, so now it's time for plating. I would have done like a basket or something super cute, but honestly, I just want to dive in. So I'm going to pour the marinara dipping sauce that I just made. I'm going to take one of these balls and oh, I killed it. Dip it into the sauce. I'm so excited. I think it's gonna be really hot though. Wow, that's really good. It's really good. I was so busy eating that I almost forgot to do the outro. These are so good. My girlfriend tried them and she said that she was super surprised that they were healthy because they tasted so good. So let me know in the comments below if you tried the recipe. Make sure and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. And give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Thanks so much. Love you guys. Bye.